Hey everyone, little install video for the mule brake here. To put it in, you'll need a 12mm wrench, 13mm wrench, 3/16 Allen wrench, ratchet, extension helps a lot, and a 12mm socket, and the brake itself. To start off, go between the brake and throttle pedal, and take out this bolt on the bottom, just break it loose. Thread it all the way out, set it up on the seat. Then take your 12mm wrench, break this nut loose here. There'll be a little stamped metal locking tab on it. You can put it back on yours if you'd like to. I haven't done it on this one. My threads are starting to get a little grumpy from so many trials and installs, but still works fine. You take that bolt out and set it on the seat, and then take your brake itself and remove this bolt. You're going to want to push your brake pedal down a little bit, slide this over this bracket like so. And then you take this arm here and slide it up through that hole in the pedal, just like that. It doesn't hurt to put some never sees on the threads of all these bolts. If for no other reason, it'll help take them out next time if you decide to take them out for whatever reason. But never sees never hurts. And take the bolt you removed from the bottom, thread it in like that. Just a couple threads, nothing crazy. Same with this, just put it on there loose. And this bolt here, same deal, like I said. Mine's starting to get an attitude here, so yours should just thread in easy by fingers, just like that. Now to start off with, we'll go ahead and run this lock nut down. Go ahead and just run it up to the top of your bolt. Run your bolt in until you see it hit your plunger, like so. See, it's hitting the plunger there. So that's close to where it needs to be, and then we'll go ahead and set that lock nut. Tighten the lock nut down. Fairly tight. You'll need to turn this bolt through it a little bit, but you can do that. It shouldn't be a big deal. But make sure you don't try this plunger without this arm on, at least with the bolt to it, because if you do, that brake pedal will bend that factory bracket up out of the way. That arm is to keep it from being bent up. So far, so good. Everything's working okay. Go ahead and take our ratchet. Tighten this bottom one in. Just kind of let it pull where it wants to go. Like so. Go ahead and tighten it down. Don't do too crazy on it. It is losing 3/16 of its thread engagement, but it's still, there's still plenty of bolt there. So we'll go ahead and tighten this down as well. Check function. Everything looks like it's working good. And then finally, go ahead and tighten down this Allen bolt. And same deal, this one needs to be fairly tight to make sure things aren't moving around. Should be it. Now you can take it out and test it. If you'd like a little more safetiness, I guess I should say, you can hold this lock nut and tighten this down a little bit. But it's one of those things where if you try and turn this bolt without loosening this lock nut a little bit, you'll ruin it. You have to loosen that lock nut some, then you can adjust this bolt to add drag to this plunger. If you don't park on a lot of big hills, you just need a little bit of peace of mind, leave this bolt loose. That way you can just pop it in there, and then when you want to jump in, you just bump the pedal, and you can go. But if you park on big hills, want a little more peace of mind, you can use this bolt to add some drag to this. even to the point where you have to pull it back with your boot, but that'll make sure that you don't have any issues otherwise. So that's all there is to it. I appreciate it.